Welcome back everyone. Quickly, let's continue our discussion on HTML, and right now we are going to discuss about HTML JavaScript a little bit. So JavaScript makes HTML pages more dynamic and interactive. For example, the button element. We are going to use this button element from the HTML, the opening and as you can see, we are having our opening and closing button element here, along with little JavaScript inside our onClick right here. Click attribute right here. So this is the JavaScript we are using inside our click attribute from the HTML. So we are using this button to display our current time. So quickly, let me show you how this works easily. Back to our document. This is what we are having in our previous tutorial. If you don't know how we got here, you can check our playlist. We have different playlists on this channel. We have a playlist. If you want to check the particular video on how we got all this one, you can check our playlist on HTML iframe. So and you are going to see everything we have done so far. So the HTML iframe playlist, you are going to find it there. So quickly, let's continue our discussion. Back to our code. This is the code that did everything for us. So and we have to do what? We have to give it a time now. We want to create a time at the top of this iframe right here. So let's create a time button. So quickly, we need a button. Inside the button, let's give our button display time. Display time. When we give it display time, and we are going to do what? Firstly, when we give it display time, as you can see, it's going to display time, as you can see, because this iframe is an inline element. That's why you can see the display time also display at the side of it. So and also the button also is also an inline element. Like when you have this button now, where we have another button at the side of it also, they are going to display side by side. As you can see, button also is an inline element. That's why it's displaying at the side of each other. So let us just do like this, br, to break the line, just in case you want to. As you can see, it's now standing at the top when we remove one of it. So now quickly, let's just use our button very well. Quickly, now we need onClick attribute. When we put onClick attribute, then we are going to use our JavaScript inside the onClick attribute. So we need what? Document dot get element by what? By ID. We haven't specified the ID yet. So quickly, let's get back here and create a p tag. Inside our p tag is where we want to display the thing, so the time. So now let's give our ID. When we give it an ID, we can give it time, or you can give it anything. Let's just give it go, so you can know what I'm saying. So here now, we will now get back to our JavaScript that we are writing right here. So inside our onClick, we are writing one JavaScript method here. So right here, we are going to specify our specific specific element that we want to display this time. So let us select our doc. As you can see, when I give it double quote, it doesn't work because this is displaying red, because we are using this JavaScript code inside our HTML. That's why it's showing that. So you can use our single quote. When you use the single quote, it's going to work perfect. Now give it go. The exact name we gave our p tag here, our p tag ID is the one we are giving it also. So make sure that it's the same. If not, it's not going to work. So now what do we want to do? We want to display time, right? We now say dot inner HTML. Inner HTML means that we are saying enter this p tag, the p tag that is having go ID. So and inside it, inner HTML, that is inside that tag. So display this. This is where the function comes out. So you now write time, the time function from JavaScript. When we now write that, you are going to see that our time is going to display. So let's open our document now and reload it. Can you see we are having a space for our tag, for our time already, because our p tag is around here. That's why it gave it another space now. So now let's click it. Can you see it's not displaying anything? Let's get back to our document. Definitely something is going on. Let's give it closing tag here. When we close it right here, let's see again if something will happen. Can you see it's not showing? back to our document, what is happening right here is that, as you can see right here, we are using date instead of time. We are using we are using time instead of date. So don't forget, this is time, is date we want to display, so that's why it's not working. So, and we are using what, time here. That is the problem. So now let's use date, because the date is automatically created for us from the JavaScript. That's why we want to use the function. The time we haven't created the phone. We don't know if we can have that kind of function yet. So in the future tutorial, we are going to display it. Can you see it's not working? So now what are we going to do? Definitely the way we wrote it is the one that is not perfect. So now let's give it capital letter D. When we give it capital letter D, we are going to see what will happen now. Let's reload our document and click it. Can you see it displayed it? It displayed the current time. As you can see, when I say August 07 and so on and so forth. That's what you are seeing right here. So now let's get back to our time also. Let's use time also, that we want to use that time. When we use time also, as you can see, but I want you to notice something. When you use time, let's use time and save our document. We are going to see what will happen again. Can you see the time is not displaying because the function is not created for us to be used. So that's what is not displaying. And you can also remove this thing if you like and display your date again. It's still going to work because it's a JavaScript and it's having a closing. When you reload your document and click it, it's still going to work. That's just what I want to show you right now. I want you to practice this because practice makes perfect. To display something outside of your HTML, that's how we can do it, by using button. That's how we can do it. As we want to display anything inside this p tag, as you can see, this p tag is empty. So when you click this button now, it's going to send it to the inside of this. It's going to send it to the ID, which is this ID we are giving our p tag. So it's going to send this time to it. So that's why it's displaying the time. When we click the button, it's going to send it to it. So that's why it's displaying. Anwar Akorede, ayofe is my name. I wish to see you guys next time. Have a great day. Thank you.